Hello everyone, my name is Terihan, number metric is 279-825 and I'm a student from AP Group AI. I'm glad to have this opportunity to make this presentation with all of you guys. So, I'm here to talk about sightseeing. Sightseeing is an activity that visits places of interest in particular location. Now, I'm here to talk about the location in our nation, Malaysia, which is Malacca. Malacca is the historical stage of Malaysia, which is rich with heritage building, colonial structure, and ancient landmarks. This strait is between Sumatra and Malay Peninsula. Malacca formerly British Strait settlements and of the Federation of Malaya. In nowadays, you can still see the imprint of British, Dutch, and Portuguese force left behind in fort, museum, and tower. Firstly, I would like to share about Christchurch. Christchurch is built by the Dutch when they took the possession of Malacca from Portuguese. It's one of the Malacca's most defining structure. Christchurch is situated along the Church Street. It's an instantly recognizable brick red building with the white cross at the top. Christchurch is small. When you enter the entrance, right beside the front door is a long table with the brochures and religious paraphernalia for the sales setup. Christchurch is located near to the Malacca Chinatown Central. Once you cross the bridge from the Jungle Street, it's one of the popular sightseeing attractions in this area. Moreover, Christchurch is directly opposite with the Historical Museum and Ethnographical Museum. Moving on to the next location is Jungle Street. Jungle Street is the center street of Malacca's Chinatown. It was once renowned for its antique shop. However, over the years, it has turned to the clothing and craft outlets as well as restaurants. The route starts from across Malacca River and is filled up with the historical house at the left and right side dating back to 7th century. The best part of the Jungle Street is every Friday, Saturday and Sunday in the 8 o'clock evening, the street will be blocked and turned into the night market. In this night market, it also has shops selling antique food, handicraft, and souvenirs such as keychains and shirts. Moreover, the attraction along and around the street also include Baba Nyonya Heritage Museum, CHANG Temple, Famosa Chicken Rice Ball, and etc. Baba Nyonya Heritage Museum is a living museum that displays artifacts of Baba and Nyonya's descendants and is open to the public for viewing. In this museum, it displays the culture of Peranakan Chinese through the artifact purchased by Baba Chan Cheng Siu and which is influenced by Dutch, Portuguese, Malay, and Colonial. In this museum, it consists of reception hall, a kitchen, and an ancestral hall. It features a set of straight meat with Sorichinga woods. Its kitchen is filled with special incense utensils used for making sambal and ice cream. It also has an open courtyard inside the house, which is common in most Baba Nyonya homes. Next, CHANG Temple is the oldest Chinese temple in the whole Malaysia. When the Chinese migrated to the Peninsula Malaysia, they brought along their culture and belief with them. Thus, they established the strong Chinese culture in Malacca. Therefore, the CHANG Temple has displayed about the culture and belief of Chinese. Furthermore, it's about the Famosa Chicken Rice Ball. One of the most famous dishes is a local delicacy called chicken rice ball. This dish prepared in a unique way where cooked rice is rolled into ball and served with portion of boiled and roasted chicken. That's all as a sightseeing about the Malacca. I hope everyone can visit the Malacca in the future because there are many places in Malacca worth to explore.
Hi, my name is Chang and my matrix number is 281381. So now I will continue to the topic with introduce some interesting places in my hometown, which is Ipoh. So I will share with you about some historical building in Ipoh. Ipoh is one of the state in Perak, which is one of the most explored city in the region and having a huge number of interesting attractions to offer visitors. Ipoh is known in Malaysia for its old town, where you can discover a wealth of interesting history as well as its gorgeous street art and museum. The big advantage here is that you can enjoy the city and also to get out to the countryside to enjoy a range of engaging places like cave temples and limestone cliff. There are some of historical buildings in Ipoh. The first one is Ipoh Railway Station. Ipoh Railway Station is a great example of a beautiful colonial era building with Moorish and Victorian style architecture and is one of the beautiful places to visit in Ipoh. The massive whitewashed building releases a regal aura. Before the 20th centuries of the building was used as a hospital. The building was constructed and designed as a railway station by Arthur Benison Hubback. In 1935, the station was officially opened for use. The Ipoh railway station is lovingly called the Taj Mahal of Ipoh by the local residents of the town. Secondly, you can learn some history at Hanchin Pekso Museum, the country's first Hakka tin mining museum. Hanchin Pekso Museum is one of the most famous tourist attractions in Ipoh. The entry to the museum is only allowed to the club members and their guests, and the tour appointments can be made online. The museum displays the highlights of tin mining process of the early days. It also tells about the unethical activities of the club member in the past named as four evils that entice the Hakka miners. The display also tells in details about the journey of Hakka people from China to Ipoh. Thirdly, the mysterious Kelly Castle, approximately 21 km south of Ipoh in Batu Gajah. Kelly Castle is Malaysia's most mysterious colonial building. William Kelly Smith made his fortune from rubbles and orders the construction of a large estate for his family, bringing 70 Tamil craftsmen and bricks and marble from India. But after Kelly Smith suddenly died from pneumonia in 1926, the half-finished mansion was forgotten and lost in the forest. Since it was rediscovered and made into a tourist attraction, secret passageway and rumors of the supernatural have deepened its mysteries and allure. Last but not least, Malaysia's largest collections of cave paintings at Gua Tambun in Ipoh. Few knows about the incredible must-visit attraction in Ipoh. The Gua Tambun cave painting consists of estimated 600 images of humans, animals, and shapes believed to be Malaysia's most extensive collection of Neolithic art. After a British soldier accidentally stumbled upon the reddish-orange drawings in 1959, it took a few more decades for Ipoh City Conscious to declare them as a national heritage in 1986. The image, believed to be between 2,000 and 500 years old, decorate the face of the limestone cliff. Sadly, the lower part has been vandalized, reaching the rock art is challenging. So there are some historical buildings in Ipoh and I hope you will find them interesting too. And that's all for me. Now I will pass it to the next person. Thank you.
My name is Sung Jiajun, matric number 276827. I would like to introduce an interesting and beautiful place in Sabah which named as Sempona. Sempona is one of the capital of the Sempona district in the Dawa division of Sabah which located on the southeastern coast of Sabah in Malaysia. Sempona is perfection in the form of a collection of beautiful islands, just like its name which means perfect in Malay, blessed with the clear waters, sandy beach, and some of the most beautiful dive sites in the world. Sempona is also arguably just as breathtaking as as the Mill Dives. Sempona was founded soon after the British North Borneo Charter Company established Sandakan and initially settled by Chinese traders moving from Spanish attack on the Sulu Sultanate. However, Sempona was long a main landing point for pirates. Very few people live on the coast for fear of these murders, as they roam the sea, kidnapping, raiding and killing. They really make a mess in the East Sabah, where victims of most of the kidnapping in Sempona were Malaysian. There were cases of interceptions foreign tourists. Biggest issue happened on Sibadan Island, where 19 people were kidnapped in the dive resorts, including tourists from Europe and Middle East. After this incident in 2000s, this area became infamous for tourists from the Western world. In sum, over 100 of people were kidnapped in Sempona up to date. Therefore, many people will ask the same question when they are planning to travel at Sempona, which is Sempona safe to travel nowadays? Recently, safety in Sempona have been improved, and after 2013, there was no more kidnapping cases. Tourism is a great source of income and gives jobs to the hundreds of people in the region. Therefore, it's a high priority for the government to provide safe vacation for the visitor. There are army bases and patrols on the most tourist spots such as Marble Islands, Sibadan Island and Sibuan Islands. Moreover, there is the Eastern Sabah Security Command Special Forces to control the safety of Sempona coast. Checking about safety in Sempona, you will probably see government warning at all the times. Private may attempt to intercept food-bearing tourists, but the probability is as little as being victim of a terrorist attack in Paris. Moreover, as in every zone with issues, there are certain areas which are many dangerous and the others. Staying on the coast near Sempona such as Marble Island and Sibadan Islands, you are surrounded by a lot of tourists and armies. It makes it much safer than heading to Selinga, which is Turtle Islands, and Langkawi, which are more removed. There are some sea nomads live in Sempona which call as Bajau. They live their life on their sea, rarely go to island. Bajau people have no nationality, no identity card, no health insurance, no fish house. They are sea nomads. Cause they live on the sea, Bajau divers are the best in the world. Can spend long time underwater without any equipment. Their lungs adapt with bigger capacity and eyes can see sharper underwater than the regular persons. Therefore, they are great fishermen to feed their family as well as sell the locals from Malaysians. So, what to do and what are the great places in Sempona. On your arrive in Sempona, you will realize that there are many island day trips that you can hope on to. One of them is Tun Sakarang Marine Park day trip. The marine park consists of several islands including Pohing Tulang Islands, Madabuan Islands and Sibuan Island. The trip starts with a short 1 hour hike up Pohing Tulang to see the panoramic view of the whole marine park. The runs, you will then proceed to Madabuan and Sibuan for your snorkeling or scuba diving sections. Secondly, Mata King's Islands, which name can roughly be translated as Isle of the King. It's privately owned by the Reef Dive Resorts and there are plenty of activity that you do with them. Diver will be in for a break because there are more than 30 dive sites around the area that you can visit. Mata King Island is also home to Malaysia's first underwater post office. The letters are put in a waterproof bag and postmarked using a special rubber stamp, perfect as a commemoration of your fear. Besides diving, there are also plenty of activity you can do so on the islands, like sunrise and sunset watching at the watchtower, fishing in the nearby island, kayaking, snorkeling, paddle pending, and jungle trekking in the island. In fact, you can also have your wedding ceremony on the islands. Furthermore, Sibadan Island. Sempona is a diving haven waiting to be discovered. In the 1989 film Borneo, Ghost of the Sea Turtle, said of Sibadan Island as untouched piece of art. Over the years, Sibadan has cemented itself as one of the world's best diving sites. Before experiencing the magical moment of diving in Sibadan Island, be sure to apply your dive permit first. Do note that Sibadan Island is a protected area. Only limited dive permits are issued every day. You will experience swimming together with many sea species like fishes, sea turtle, sharks, and some more special species from diving with Sibadan Island. Besides, Marble Island is more in size and located in the northeastern part of Sempona. Situated close to Sibadan Island, Marble Island is a great diving site alternative to the Sibadan Islands. Minus the first for diving permit. Hence, it has attracted adventurous lovers around the world and have become one of the most popular diving spots. Travelers go to Marble Island to engage in various water sports while staying in amazing water challenges or beach resorts to exploring the water rivers and assortments of captivating fish and colorful corals. Lastly, Kapalai is a sandbank on top of the Legion Reef that was formed due to the erosion on the island that took place over many years. The only building on the island, which is the Sipana Kapalai Dive Resort, built on the wooden strakes surrounded by the blue crystal clear water. This allowed visitors to see the bottom of the sea clearly and make the building look like a floating structure. The water around it also resembles an aquarium because of the diverse type of fish that live in the reef and its sandy bottom. A trip to Kapalai Island is a wonderful view that you should not miss in Sempona.